Good morning, Andrew. Good morning, Tonka, and the rest. I hope you guys had a great day. And so we did have some jaw numbers that came in, right? And the initial reaction on futures was, if you go SPX USD, we had a nice little pop at 8:30, and then 4,000 level is where we got rejected, and now we're right here. And I sent one chart in the chat. I sent the entire gamma exposure and the options open interest for today. And then obviously throughout the day, I'll give you guys all the updates where the demand is, right, and where the options are being closed. And so if I go on SPX chart, and we'll go on the daily chart, right, we'll go on the daily chart. We had a nice little reversal candle yesterday. We had a nice little reversal candle. Now here's what I'm open to, okay? Here's what I'm open to. Many different scenarios. One could just simply be a little this pattern, right? That's one possibility. Another pattern, we take this out, that's seeing lower lows, a little higher lows, and then higher lows. All right, now what happens from here? My only thing, if this pattern is to avoid for the future downside, if we were to get it, I'm simply looking for the lows of this yesterday's lows. As soon as we break those lows, as soon as we break it, that's weakness, and there's a very good chance we break these lows from June. Okay, there's a very good chance. So if we break lows of September 1st, SPX sees low of the year, in my opinion. All right, for me it's very simple, but until yesterday's low holds, I will expect the market to hold, and let's see what happens. Now to the top side, 4,000 is massive today. Okay, it will work as a magnet. It will work as a magnet. If it goes away from it, it's likely to come back to it. If it goes to the upside from it, it's likely to come back to it. That's as of now, unless things change later on in the day. So I'm not expecting much on this today, unless if we get a 39.50 dip by any chance. If a 39.50 dip happens, there's a very good chance that it goes back to 39.70 to 39.80 area. So even if you catch these 20-30 points to the upside on a dip, obviously I would look for a reversal and look for some callback that comes in. Your day can be made. Okay, and then if we're under 39.50, I will be patient. I will be patient and see if there's weakness to the downside coming in, because then all the 39.90, 39.80, 4,000 negative gamma will kick in. Obviously more puts will be bought, then we can go towards 3900. Or then the week can end totally red. Okay, it could be a creator day then. So, but around 4,000, 39.50 have to be very, very careful. Okay, now let's move over to and then obviously we have our 3900 as a put wall, 3900 is a put wall, and then 4,100 happens to be a volatility trigger as well. And you guys all know what the volatility trigger is, right? If not, time for you to do some research. Let's look at some rates. US 10-year rates. We're just holding here. We flagged, we broke above this. Now we're just in the supply and demand. I think once we break above this 330 zone, and the rates will squeeze higher, in my opinion, if we don't give up here, because they're holding pretty strong. These dips are very small. Okay, so if they're holding it and above 330, 334, these it goes much higher, and this obviously weighs down equities. Okay, the dollar, absolutely beautiful. It's just riding the trend. It's just riding the trend. Okay, a nice little bullfrog breakout. Now it's just trying, and I think above 110 is when the stops trigger. Above 110 is when the stops trigger, and this thing can squeeze. Okay, the dollar can squeeze, right? And it can go to 111, 12, 130 in the coming days, and that's a huge move. That's a huge shift in the currency markets. Okay, massive. And then we have Euro USD, we're just below or at parity. It's basically the inverse of the DXY right now. If dollar comes down, this will go up. The euro strengthens against the dollar. That basically means, okay. And but this also can be accounted for other currencies as well, right? Because euro is not only with USD. A lot of currency pairs are together. Like for example, there's a Great Britain pound, euro, right, and many others. There's so many pairs, all different pairs, right? So all the, oh wow, the Britain pound is British pound. Sorry, that's weak against the euro. I don't usually look at that one. The yen is, oh wow, is breaking out. Is breaking out. Rates probably will go higher as well, right? And the TLT, obviously, little reversal candle yesterday. If TLT loses the low of the year, that's definitely not good. Okay, then it's also in the stock market. It's definitely not good for equities either. Okay, and then you also want to look at the yield corporate bonds. A little dip, reversal yesterday. Let's see what happens today. Both J and KHYG, they move the same. Let's see what happens here. VIX, if we go over it, gave up. Let's see if it holds these levels, or does it want to come down and fill this gap maybe, right? Or do we consolidate here for a bit and then rip up higher? Okay. And UVXY, I usually don't trade this ticker because it is supposed to lose a lot more value when it goes down. So you have to be very careful with this, how you play it. Yash is very good with this ticker, so, and he nails it every single time. Those calls move a lot. Costco, I'm all out of Costco, by the way. Right, we got our little dip to where? 517 yesterday. That was close enough. We caught this move all the way from 550 to 515. Okay, and my trigger was under 535. So even if you played it under 535, you waited for the weakness, that's 15 points. Well, you got 20 points almost. I took all my props on Costco yesterday. Amazing play. Now I'm going to wait for this to set up. My play on this is officially over. These trend lines are gone for me because now we have moved far away from this trend line. And now I will simply just remove them, and then maybe we retest them later on. But my play on Costco is done. Walmart also nice. Yesterday across the board we had some reversal candles. Okay, and let's see what happens if we can hold on to those or not. Apple also had a nice little reversal candle, and but I think Apple sees low later on in the coming days. But that's just my own bias. But for now we're holding, and until 3900 holds, I don't know what happens. All right, I'm completely bias free. I'll tell you guys. I have no bias. I'm completely bias free here. My macro views that I have are for the longer term, but we're doing day trades. It's a whole different story. So I'm completely bias free. Whatever comes, I'm gonna take it. Calls or puts, I don't care. I am not betting heavy. I'll write this down here for you guys. I am not betting heavy to either side. Okay. I am simply managing my account. I am simply managing my account. You can do as you wish. Okay, it all comes down to this. Ignore all the noise, ignore the people who are super bearish, ignore the people who are super bullish. Just be bias free, trade your account. I don't have millions of dollars to be, I don't get nothing for being nothing. That's one thing I learned. God bless. I'll see you guys back in the chat. G Money, Sonu Jet. Thanks. Yeah, Sonu, feeling a little better, but nothing crazy, to be honest.